teams in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visitors' sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys playing well, 4-2 through the first 6 games. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Kansas City. Past midfield to the 20. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said. And, man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return is Dylan Rousey. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. It certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
In motion, Besh. On second down, Smith. That's to the rookie out of TCU, Jack Besh. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Smith. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. That's picked up by the Chiefs. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And a great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0.
Raiders nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently second in that category. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. From the shotgun, it's Smith. The ball comes out. And one of the Raiders able to get back in there and secure possession so they keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Throwing on second down, Smith. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
And this is quickly becoming a drive to forget here for the offense. They narrowly escaped danger on the previous play, and now they follow it up by allowing a sack. So that's about as bad a two-play sequence as you can have, aside from turning the ball over.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Gino. Look at that pass. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. This will be returnable from his own 15. And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard
line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game in a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
They got 6 on that first down run, so it is 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tyree Wilson, former 7th overall pick, there on the 10th.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got the first down. They'll bring him down to the 28. The sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll tuck it and take off. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. To add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Lobby now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. On first down, here's Gino to throw. He's going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Quarter two begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Jenkins. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, making you work for everything you get.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's on for the 2nd time to try to get something inside the 10. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. On the run to the right. He runs with it. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end.
And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce cut down Kansas City. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Look at the Raiders head man, Pete Carroll. His offense gets set to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Genty. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, Smith. A deep shot for Aguilar. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. We'll take this in back at the 16. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
Yellow.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. He's going to tuck it and go. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll run again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Kansas City.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Cheifs. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was brought down by Mike Edwards. It's a pickup of 6.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And it's Puka Nacua. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Rams up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Treylon Burks. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Bengals have no problem in this one. They win it going away. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This will wind up a touchdown. There's a look at the rest of the scores from Week 7. Baltimore and Buffalo not pictured. They are on the bye. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive. A one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Raider first down.
On first down is Smith. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
In motion is Aguilar. A second down throw for Smith. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. Getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year. 3rd and 9. In motion is Myers. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Throw right side is taken in by Besh. And he is out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11.
Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Here we go, hey.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll run with Genty. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and
On play action, Smith. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Ready. Get ready to get up. Listen up.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now, Mahomes. Forced out wide. He's going to run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco. Finds an alley to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
Good blocking to the 15. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Rolling right now, and he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Butker now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will add one more onto their big lead.
Chiefs 42, Raiders 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. A look at the Raiders head man, Pete Carroll. His offense gets set to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Smith going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Smith to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Smith. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender prodded his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Now, Gino. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
The Raiders have their punt team out there as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This fielded in the end zone. And he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the 1st down. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Look at him go! And he will go all the way. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Over the middle, that's the tight end Bowers. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
18. And the Las Vegas first down.
Gino now on 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Gino. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll get down and avoid the hit. Gain about 7. Setting up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Back is Smith. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. A gain there of 20. 1st down, Vegas.
First down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Raiders.
Throwing is Smith. Wow, the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
Smith now. That is caught. What a throw. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these 2 things. Balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all 3 of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, it is 2nd and 6. He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, They're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second. And goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cheifs. That is first touchdown this year. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs stretch things out even further.
Chiefs 56, Raiders 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker. He will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. That one caught by Beck.
Smith's pass complete to Jack Beck.
Here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 40.
Here's Gino. Short throw that's pulled in by Mayer. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders cut into the lead a little bit.
17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. First down throw, Mahomes. Now he takes off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so